What is going on, guys? My name is Kazzy and welcome to episode number 17 of my Road to Glory series. Now, I'm just going to throw this out there, guys. I seem to be coming down with a bit of a sore throat, so I have recorded a little bit ahead. The last 3 episodes have already been recorded, so I'm going to start reading your comments and that now, and so hopefully my throat will be a little bit better and I can continue recording. But I decided to get it out of the way with now, just so I didn't have to record and possibly miss some days of uploading, so just trying to get a little bit ahead of myself. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the club. And if you could leave a like on this video, it would be much appreciated as we go into our first game and we come up against a 4-3-3 team with Lucas and mainly Maicon Liete up front. I'm not even sure if he's 5-star skill anymore, but he probably is still a rapid silver Brazilian striker. And so this game might be a little bit tricky. And as you can see, the first bit of action does come in the 74th minute, where we use this formation to its absolute brilliance. This formation, you just got to let stuff create itself, and we do create a brilliant passing move there. There was a lot of passes leading up to this as well. I decided to cut it out because it would have just been a very long piece of footage, but we do just pass it around him, and Kiesling does what he's there to do. He has the perfect finish. He's got 88 finishing, and he's not going to miss when he's one-on-one with a goalkeeper. He is one of my favourite strikers I've used on this game, and I can definitely recommend you guys go and pick him up. But this guy does sub on Dumbia, and I guess he just wanted to use that little bit of pace just to see if he could get through. And as you can see, he tries running through here, and he's not really sure what he wants to do here. I've got plenty of players back. He eventually does cross in the ball. We defend it quite well. It comes out to Farfan, and Farfan just opens up the afterburners. I speed this bit up as he runs through, and then we keep running. We're still running with Farfan, and then we pass it across the box to Draxler. And Draxler on his weak foot. Oh, wait. He's got no weak foot. Julian Draxler smashes it across the goalkeeper with that 5-star weak foot. And even though he's at left midfield, guys, he does like to come in, and he will help out with the goals. And he is a very, very fun player to use. His dribbling's brilliant. His passing's brilliant. He's another player that I would definitely recommend you guys go and pick up. But it wouldn't be one of my games if I didn't keep a clean sheet. And we don't. As always, conceding in the 90th minute is something I really need to work on my game. And that's just keeping some clean sheets. The next team I build, I think I'm going to build a massively defensive squad. So if you guys want to help me out with building my next squad, leave a comment down below, link your foothead squads, and give me some suggestions on where we should go next. We've got about 100,000 coins. I don't know if I want to sell this team on, but my FIFA does crash at the end of that match. We do pick up the win, though, and we don't get a did not finish modifier, so everything's good about that. And we do search for another opponent, and we do come up against this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow version, and Dos Santos, Hernandez, James, Rodriguez is a very, very nice team, but it seems like he's shelled out and not really gone for much depth in the defence. That defence doesn't look the strongest to me, but he has spent loads on that midfield, and it's very attacking that midfield. And he does actually go ahead with an Iniesta header. Who would have thought Iniesta could still score headers on FIFA 15? Not me, and he does jump in, gets in front of me, and does score that header. But we again use this formation to its fullest, and we do pass it across the box a couple of times, get a little bit lucky as Bender does get his shot blocked, and eventually falls to the other Bender, and he does finish it. And the Bender brothers are absolutely brilliant. They do exactly what they are there to do, especially Sven Bender, that holding midfield role. He just seems to sit back there and he holds the line, and Lars is one that's picking up the goals. I think he's got about 5 goals in 10 appearances for us, so he does very, very good. And look at that, Kiesling's showing he's got a bit of pace to go along with his strength. He's only got 79 strength, but it feels like a lot more. He's able to hold off defenses and anyone pretty much who's able to run at him. If you just trigger out that left trigger button, that didn't quite make sense, but if you just pump the left trigger button, they'll like move their body in front of the ball, and it's a very useful technique that I don't see many people use. So if you can start implying that into your game, you guys might be able to get a couple more chances for on goal. And look at that, we pass it across to Shinji Kagawa. I'm not sure if you would count that as a sweat because it's not properly across goal, but it does force the keeper to run across the goal and make a decision on where he's going to be shooting. And Kagawa, what a finish that is. He does get it right into the top net, and it's just a brilliant finish. And now Iniesta, the person who scored against us, comes flying through the back of us there, absolutely wiping out Kiesling. And that is when this guy was like, nope, I'm not having it anymore. I think if you quit at that point, you actually don't get a red card. So he knew that he wouldn't get a red card if he quit out there. Or maybe he was just angry and just had enough of that game. But the game takes an absolute decade. I think at this point I got disconnected. And then luckily it does show that we do pick up the win. And then, oh my god, this is the last team we come up against. A 3-5-2. He's got Herrero, Seaman, Campbell, Ljungberg, Sanchez up front with Sturridge. This team is just ridiculous. I didn't want to be playing against teams like this, but we do manage to make a little bit of room here with Kiesling. We do a fake shot stop, and we do smash it at Seaman's near post, and we do go 1-0 up just 6 minutes in. And I'm thinking this guy's just one of those people who have spent a load of money, and he doesn't actually have any good knowledge of the game and doesn't know how to play it. And so I'm counting my fortunes here as I go 1-0 up. And this is the reason I have Stefan Kiesling in the squad. Whenever you get a chance like that, he is going to bury it. One-on-one with the keeper every single time. You can almost 100% guarantee it's going to be a goal. And now we get super unlucky here. I'm going to charge him out, and then it switches me. And oh my god, Sanchez scores straight off my goal. My lead was very short-lived, and then so was his equaliser as we round the keeper with Shinji Kagawa. I sometimes contemplate changing it to manual auto-switching, but I feel like it might not be quick enough. I might have to have a play with that on my main account and then tell you guys how it goes, and then maybe change it over to this account. But we do get another goal with Kiesling smashing home, and we go 3-1 up against a side that's got 3 legends in it. I cannot believe it. I thought that we were going to get smashed this game, and eventually he does go ahead and get another goal. He does a nice little couple of steps with Alexis Sanchez, and he does bring it back to 3-2. And then I'm on defensive at this point, and I have no idea why this happens. Ljungberg runs up. Dante just sprints out of defense. No idea why. I don't even think I was holding second man contain, and he is 2-on-1 with my goalkeeper pretty much. He takes my defender out of it. I thought he was going to go for the sweat, and he does equalise. And at this point, I'm raging. I'm not happy. I've thrown away a 2-goal lead, and it just goes from bad to worse as Daniel Sturridge makes it 4-3. And at this point, I think I go attacking, and I'm very, very angry. I do a little bit of skill. He tackles me, bullies me off the ball, and when with just one ball, he just separates my team. Lucas Podolski, who's not even fastest, but luckily we can defend it. And then Dante pulls up, and then he scores another goal. We lose that game 5-3, guys. And that game just, I had enough of FIFA for the day. I turned my Xbox off, and I had to go do something else, guys. That game just made me so angry. But that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and join the club if you haven't already. And with all of that being said, I've been Kazzy, and I'll catch you all very soon.